So the two teams making their entrance, Farrington Albion in their traditional yellow and black stripes, and Lansdown in predominantly blue shirts. Black stripe, black shirts and black socks. All right, applause from those in attendance on this chilly April morning. First of the three prestigious cup finals here at Twerton Park, Stan Milson and Tom Morgan ones, to follow later in May, depending on the progress of Bath City in the playoffs. So the dates of those games yet to be decided. Go through the customary handshakes. Quick word on the officials this afternoon. The referee is Chris Rogers, who oversaw Farrington's win over Olympic Victoria, and also one of their victories against Welton back in January. And also ran the line last week in a semi-final between AFC Baz and Griffin, big win, 7-2. And the assistants are Ian Lanning and Paul Weeks. Ian Lanning ran the line for Lansdown's semi-final win over Brewhouse, and Paul Weeks ran the line for Farrington's semi-final win over OV. So all familiar with the teams. Chris Rogers familiar with the venue as well, the Bath City fan. Lansdown, whose league season is yet to finish, they've still got one game to go. Played Brewhouse in a couple of weeks. Played Olympic Victoria last week, lost 6-0. Manager Andy Howard wasn't present at that game, and he's back today. Two captains going to meet: Darren Whitfield of Farrington, Ben Chapman of Lansdown. Ben Chapman is one of the three Chapman brothers in the side this afternoon. Alex playing up front, Marcus also a front man and is on the bench. It's going to be Farrington who will kick off. They'll be attacking down the slope in the first half. And we are underway. Nice touch for Nick Johnson. He's up to his brother Josh. So, Luckmore and judgment, I think, interception from Lloyd. So to Chapman. His first foul. So Lloyd gets there first, and good layoff as well to O'Shea. He's got space now on the left-hand side. Farrington haven't picked him up. O'Shea plays it inside. Oh, and nearly managed to find Smythe. Well, one back from Bishop. And again from Chapman. O'Shea seeing a lot of the ball in the early stages. Tries to find Chapman in the middle. He does find him. What a start for Lansdown! Oh no, the flag's up. Celebrations cut short. Ian Lanning on the far side. It looked like a perfect centre and a tidiest a finish from Alex Chapman, who's a lethal front man, but flag over on the far side. Ian Lanning, very positive. Signs it's ruled out for offside, and Farrington can breathe again because they've started slowly and they'll be hoping that that wakens him up a little bit. Swift up there, challenging. Picked up from Turvey. Good interception from Rowe. You can set O'Shea away now. A bit of grass to exploit, and the well-timed run then from Smythe. He's got Chapman waiting over on the far side. Again, a ball over to Chapman, and Johnson and Batchelor again each other's way. It's going to run loose to Chapman, and a good save in the end from Batchelor. A real muddle in the Farrington back line. They're appealing for a goal kick, and there's all sorts of ricochets going on in there, but Lansdown are carving them open at will. So much space down this left-hand side. Inside these opening 5 minutes, by far the better of the two teams. And Smythe, next one over the top for Rawlings to chase. Oh, it clipped the back of the Radstock Town man. He's facing Bishop, still going Rawlings. Good curling effort, and I'm sure that was intended as a shotter across, but good technique there from Corey Rawlings, who scored the winner in the semi-final after extra time against Olympic Victoria. Cloden's a header, pick up from Rowe in the middle of midfield. Oh, clever ball in behind now to O'Shea. Farrington are looking stretched. O'Shea, he's through on goal. Oh, he's put it just over the top. O'Shea was going for the perfect execution, and he's narrowly missed it. Good effort though, and another good opening for Marcus O'Shea. Left-hand side. Lloyd, it's the ball bounce. Diminutive fullback, manages to win it. Chapman, Smythe, borderline offside. He's managed to break clear now. Nick Johnson, he's given up the chase. Oh, he's at the post. I think Batchelor might have got the slightest of touches on it, but again, it's another great opening for Lansdown and Smythe, who scored in the last round, a thunderous free kick against Brewhouse, unable to add to his tally there, but will they rue these missed chances? Free kick comes in. On Tucker, no, it's blocked in the end. Floated one. Josh Johnson can get enough on it. Nick Johnson, acrobatics. Clode with the volley in the end. It's safely over the bar into the Bath End terrace. Benji Clode, who hasn't scored for Farrington for around 10 years. It's no closer then, and he's just come back for his second spell. Just a little bit of pressure exerted from the side-in stripes. Get it past the halfway line. A surface as big as this. It's Chapman. Johnson fires it against Turvey. O'Shea. So to Rowe. Got Killer on the overlap and finds him. Jack Killer lines up for a shot. It's a cross. In fact, it's a lovely cross. It's a goal! Lansdown have taken the lead. It's Alex Chapman, the leading marksman. It was a perfect cross, and Killer is also receiving congratulations. But the man who also stars a Portishead in the Western League has starred in the Secretaries' Cup final on 18 minutes. Farrington 0, Lansdown 1. It's the breakthrough they thoroughly deserve. Good header, close range from the front man. Looks like a row to pick up. This is good from Lansdown now. They're buzzing. It's in behind for Smythe. Batchelor's off his line. Smythe's gone round him. He's been forced wide a goal. Chapman's waiting in the middle. O'Shea is there as well. Farrington have got numbers back. Smythe's going to take it to the byline, and Nick Johnson with a sliced clearance. Well brought down from O'Shea. Lloyd back to O'Shea. Lloyd again. Row up for the header. Tucker gets enough on it. There's a real mix-up in the Farrington back line. It's got a goal. It's gone diving in as Leon Rigby, and no arguments about that. It's a penalty to Lansdown. O'Shea, the man, fouled. And Leon Rigby, Farrington's longest-serving player. He's made around 400 appearances, and the morning goes from bad to worse. It's Alex Chapman who's picking up the ball. He could have a second in the space of a few minutes here. See what Mark Batchelor can do. He's certainly faced a few penalties in his time, and he saved it! Poor penalty from Alex Chapman. Batchelor went the right way. Because it was fairly central, it's fired back off his legs. And wow, that could be a real turning point. 16-17, they were defeated by 2 here in the first round. Here they are now in the final. Rawlings might be in behind it. Lloyd's trying to keep up with him. Rawlings with the shots, and it's just over the bar. Want to get a shot where towarded Corey Rawlings. Stop the front man. A couple of efforts now. Farrington still yet to trouble Matt Britton. Bravery in the end from Bishop. Josh Johnson picks it up, goes all the way through. Is there a chance for Ollie Smith? Oh, he's put it wide. Flag didn't go up. Ghosted in unannounced on the far side. I think Ollie Smith perhaps wasn't expecting the ball to travel that far, but it's a good chance for Farrington. Whitfield now. It's a good ball. Smith couldn't quite get it under control and forced the edge of the area. Gets a shot in the end. Comfortably gathered from Britton. And Evans with his corner. Floated delivery. Swift gets a head on. Barnes. And that does Moon. It's into the danger zone. And again, it's gone through a crowd of bodies. Moon. Doing a trip there. The referee's signalling an advantage. And it's a good one because Barnes has been set free. Tries to find Evans. Chapman's there as well. It's a real mix-up. Evans! Oh, a stunning goal that would have been. It's a fine save, actually, from Batchelor. Evans, great technique. There at that Bristol end. He would have loved that to nestle in. It bounced awkwardly in front of the goalkeeper, but he's done well to parry it away. Batchelor frustrated with his defence. Too many gaps, really, in there. Near post, keeper should get there, he gets punched on it. Oh, Nick Johnson in the end, I think it just came straight back at him. He couldn't really direct his header goalwards. Put it over in the end. Nick Johnson, man who scored Nomad's last ever goal almost a year ago. The club folded. Got a couple this season. Likes to venture forward from the back, and with his footwork more than his heading. Barnes receives it off Smythe. Josh Johnson has almost given up there. It's a floated ball towards Chapman, and it was a good ball as well, in fact. So perhaps he was aiming for Smythe, but Chapman appreciates the cross. Kit Barnes, who's in the away dugout for the start of this game, he's often sat in the home one as a Joe Gill's backroom team, I suppose you can say. Every Bath City game, helping the players recover from their injury. Evans, Smythe could be in now, is held up for him. Smythe gets the header on, is it going to go all the way in? It is! Hesitation again in the Farrington back line. Jack Smythe, who scored in the semi-final to make it 2-0, and he has made it 2-0 here as well on 42 minutes. It was just a ball forward from Evans, really. Everybody seemed to stop for Farrington, and Jack Smythe took full advantage. 42 minutes. Dreamland for Lansdown. They lead by 2-0. Smythe. Oh, he's away from Nick Johnson, who's gone down. Still Smythe, plays it back to Barnes. Oh, good save from Batchelor. Lansdown have had chances to extend this lead. Rigby though, Rawlings inside. Rigby goes to the far post to Swift and got a volley on it. High rather than goalwards. Evans in the end clears. Smith. Side flag's gone up. It's a strange one. In fact, it doesn't matter because that's the last action of the first half, and it is won strongly in favour of Lansdown. They'll be thoroughly delighted with how that opening 45 has gone. Deservedly ahead. The players troop off. Goals from the two front men. Alex Chapman, leading scorer. No, he's missed a penalty as well. 2 minutes later. And Jack Smythe doubling up the advantage on 42 minutes. The header, which had enough on it to cross the line after the Farrington defence were exposed. So it'll be Lansdown, will be far the happier. They'll be going into the visiting changing room at the break. It's 2019 Secretaries' Cup final. We knew there was going to be a first-time winner, and at the moment, it's going to be the team in blue. At the break, it is Farrington 0, Lansdown 2. Evans, in touch for Loftus. Johnson there to cover. Farrington maybe have gone to more of a back four with Rigby as a fullback. Claude as well. He's missed out here though. There's Evans. He's got space down right hand side. Claude tries to come across. Good ball in, and then he found Chapman on the far post. It's Moon. Barnes. Can't find Moon. Tucker is turned away from trouble, and it's allowed it to run loose now to Rawlings. Going in, bearing down on goal. Rawlings, he's tucked it away nicely. 5 minutes into the start of the second half, and it's a vital goal back for Farrington. At last they got in behind the back four, which until then had been rather sturdy, but Rawlings rushes the ball back to the centre circle. We'll be delighted with that one. It's his 7th goal of the season, and his 8th appearance. And the youngsters half the deficit. Farrington 1, Lansdown 2. Tucker cushioned it well. I think it was more intended as a cross, and was Swift at the back post, but only momentarily troubled Matt Britton. Rawlings really the main man who gives them pace in this side. Chapman. Barnes has managed to take it off him. Farrington got one back. So have to go in field, and he's fouled needlessly now from Josh Johnson. And trickery of Kit Barnes. Dinks it in. Flick on from Moon. Johnson gets a header away. It's like a Loftus. Josh Johnson, it's a follow-up header. Close to Tucker from Killer. Rawlings now, give chase. It's a late run from Rigby in the middle. Tried to pick him out. Moon. In space for Killer. He's taking a sting out of it, Rigby. A bit of a positional change. It's on, flag's not gone up, and Chapman is parried twice. I think there's a double save in the end from Batchelor. Everybody seemed to stop, the flag didn't go up. Killer's lost out. McClellan. Energy, as you'd expect. It's a good ball, actually, for Rawlings. He's in behind again, is Rawlings. Oh, he couldn't quite find the angle there. Stretching a little bit. But once again, that's hope for the Farrington front men. Rawlings, the ball just got a little bit away from him as he bore down on goal. Hearts would have been fluttering. And this time he couldn't keep it on target. Rigby. Rawlings, a diagonal ball. He's managed to find McClellan now. First time shot over the bar. Great ball from Rawlings, managed to find him. I think McClellan had a little bit more time than he expected. Maybe brought it down. Lashed at it somewhat. There's another opening for Farrington. Biting away. Barnes has got there first. Oh, he slipped in behind now. This is a chance for Chapman. Loftus is in the middle. Chapman might want to go alone. It's a good save from Batchelor. I think he might be slightly frustrated. His teammate there. He didn't square it. Eyes lit up. And he couldn't capitalise. Barnes. Lloyd. It's interesting. Oh, it's hit the bar. Tom Lloyd. I think he was more cross intended than a shot. Might have been some way to clinch success. He's won a free kick as well in a dangerous position. Tom Lloyd, who's only scored one goal in around 6 seasons, which, according to the records I was given, was at Farrington in controversial circumstances. Killer, can he get a better delivery this time? No. I think he was meant to cross it. He's ended up being a shot on target, which was a comfortable gather for Batchelor. Marcus Chapman could be away. Kilburn's there to cover his first involvement. It's not got enough on it. It's Barnes. It's going to go wide. Didn't touch off the goalkeeper, and they reacted quickest to the loose ball from Marcus Chapman's knock on. He couldn't prod it goalwards. It's gone wide, and will they rue that miss? Because that would have been the cup safely in the cabinet if that rolled in. That goal kick wasn't impressive. It's now out to Chapman, who tried to return the favour. Real snapshot. Let's see if their goalkeeper can produce a better delivery than most of their outfield players this morning. It's not a bad one. Batchelor into that box. Oh, it almost went straight in, I think. I'm not sure there was a touch on that at all. It was a Smith had gone in there. That would have been a remarkable way to take this tie into extra time. Whole crowd of bodies. Jenkins was there in the mix, but went straight through in the heart and mouth time for Lansdown. Unusual 1-2, you see. There's a lot of space though for Rawlings on the right-hand side. He's escaped Lloyd. Rawlings sends it into the middle. It's a header. It's a great save. It was Jenkins with a header. Fine save from Britain. It could be the save that wins Lansdown the cup. Fairly central, but he got a good, strong arm on it. Parried it away to danger. Desperate to take this game into an extra period. A good header away from Alex Chapman as far as McClellan. Rawlings had to go from distance and it goes wide of goal. No trouble there, and chance to relax. If Lloyd's got any sense, he'll send this near the corner. No, he's gone central. Barnes has nicked it off Johnson. Barnes goes to goal. Oh, it's just grazed the top of the bar. There's a stunning effort. Kit Barnes must have been around 30 yards out. Glorious attempt. Ever so slightly over the bar, but Batchelor was off his line. He would have definitely beaten him. Really unlucky to without doubt seal the cut. Just over 4 minutes of stoppage time been played. It's still a goal lead for Lansdown. They've won a free kick as well. That's what they want. In fact, they haven't, because that's the final whistle. Lansdown, for the first time in their history, have clinched some silverware, and they've deserved it as well. It was goals from Alex Chapman and Jack Smythe in the first half. Farrington pulled one back through Corey Rawlings, but on the day they didn't really perform. And Lansdown, whose only wins of 2019 have been in cup competitions, they thoroughly deserve it. They worked especially hard this morning. Rawlings down, desperately disappointed, inconsoled, but on the day, I don't think you can argue, Lansdown deserve that. They were the better team. Great moment for Andy Howard and his men. This team formed in 2011. Play their matches up at Lansdown. Its colours reflect those of Lansdown Cricket Club. Sporting handshakes as well after a well-fought contest. And after 2 draws between the sides earlier this season, it looked like it could have gone towards another 2-2. A vital late save, though, kept their lead intact, which they held on to. And it's silverware. It's the Secretaries' Cup 2019 winners, Lansdown FC.
How you doing, all right? That's all, cheers. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. Should we do a victory for it? They do on FIFA at the end of the day. Do the victory lap. Oh, the boys.
Boys, let's get a photo in.
Boys.
Yeah, all you fucking midgets get have a snapshot.
What the bubbly?
Yes! Yeah, I got a bit with chops. Go on, me, son. Go on, me, son. Go on. Go on, picture, Ed.
Want a picture?
Yeah. No, I think.
Sean's thinking of.
Mine?
Is he bringing out the champers? There you go! On the alcoholic here.
Watch the content, lad.
Fucking have it, boys. Mate, I've got one straight in the face, mate. Going straight to the face.
Tastes like feet.
We line up, lads, for a minute.
Wait, hang on, you got balls on Andy's head. Gaffer!
Andy!
Come on, Gaffer, come on. Pose for a picture. Turn the face.
Prince out your hair.
Let's get for a photo.
Yeah!
We've got loads of Lucas there.
Go for the family.
Fill it out with the Lucas Date support, boys.
Boys, turn the face, stand.
Fucking so
You're so
boys.
Boys.
You done?
Doing autographs after.
There you go, boys.
Have your pens and paper ready, ladies and gentlemen.